Today's player career video is brought to you in association with Passion for FM, the website for you to go to for all your Football Manager 2024 needs. At the start of Football Manager 2024, you will find 19-year-old Franco Gonzalez contracted to Penarol in Uruguay. He's contracted there until 2025 and valued at £1.5 to £4.4 million. He is a player that likes to get on the ball in the middle of the park. As you can see, he can play in a number of midfield positions through the centre, can also cover on the right hand side too. Looking at his attributes, we can see in the physicals, he has good pace and acceleration, good agility. In the mentals, he has a number of well-rounded stats, including determination, flair, work rate, vision, teamwork. And in the technicals, he has good crossing, dribbling and finishing, which means he'll be good going forwards. He also has good passing, tackling and technique if needed to cover. At 5'5", he isn't the biggest player. He only weighs 9 stone 6, so that strength of 4 might hold him back a little bit, but there is always room for improvement. I think he's a player with massive potential in the game. Let's jump forward 5 years and see how his career progresses as we head to 2028. It's now 2028 and we find a 24-year-old Franco Gonzalez contracted to Santos. He's valued at £1.3 to £3.9 million. Looking at his attributes, he's starting to develop nicely as a footballer. In his physicals, he still has good pace and stamina, with acceleration and agility scoring 15. In terms of the mental side of his game, determination leads the way there with 15 for flair, 15 for work rate. He has good teamwork and vision also. In terms of his technicals, he has dribbling of 14, finishing of 15, first touch of 14 and technique of 14 also. He's still 5'5" and still weighs 9 stone 6 pounds. If we look at his career stats to see how much football he's getting, we see that he moved to Penarol in 23-24. He played 12 times there in the first season, 15 in the second season, 13 in the 26 season and 14 times in the 27 season before he got his move to Santos for £1.7 million, where he has currently played 16 times, scored 1, assisted 3 and has an average rating of 6.74. So his career stats at this point are 100 games played, 5 goals, 11 assists and a 7.06 average rating overall. So a player who is developing nicely. He has now got his move to Santos, but how will he develop into 2033? It's now 2033 and we find a 29-year-old Franco Gonzalez contracted to Columbus Crew. He's valued at £2.5 to £7.6 million. And if we look at his development as a player, it's not come on as impressively as we would have wanted, but he still has developed in certain areas of his game. In terms of his physicals, he has acceleration and agility of 15 still, pace and stamina are 12. In terms of the mental side of his game, determination and flair score at 16 and he scores highly for aggression, anticipation, decisions, work rate. In terms of the technical side of his game, he has good crossing at 13, dribbling at 13, finishing at 15, first touch of 14 and technique of 13 also. When we last left him, he was at Santos, so let's check his playing career to see how he got on there. So in the 28 season, he played in 26 games, scoring 2 and assisting 3. In the 2029 season, 40 games, 1 goal and 3 assists. In the 2031 season, 26 games, 1 goal and 4 assists. In the 2031 season, he also moved to Columbus Crew for £2.3 million, where he played 8 times in the first season. In the 2032 season, he really started to bed in the MLS. 28 games, 5 goals, 4 assists and 3 Player of the Match awards. And then in the 2033 season, 26 appearances, 2 goals, 5 assists and 2 Player of the Match awards. So even though he hasn't took massive leaps forwards in terms of his development, he is a more well-rounded player and he is settling in nicely in the MLS. So as we jump forwards to 2038, will he stay in the MLS? Will he develop any further? Let's find out as we jump forwards. It's now 2038 and we find a 33-year-old Franco Gonzalez still at Columbus Crew. He's valued as not for sale, so Columbus love him that much. Looking at his attributes now, he has reached the peak of being a footballer and he's starting to decline. Looking at the physical side of his game, his pace and stamina have started to drop away. In terms of his mentals though, he still scores highly for his determination, flair, work rate and aggression. In terms of the technicals, dribbling, finishing, first touch, passing and technique all stand out there too. If we look at his history and see what he achieved across his career, then when we left him at Columbus in 2033, he went on to play 38 games, scoring 2 goals and providing 14 assists in the 34 season. In 35 he played 28, scored 4 and had 4 assists. 36 he got 34 appearances, 3 goals, 4 assists. In the 37 season, 35 games, 4 goals, 8 assists. And then finally, as he's winding down, in 2038, played only 19 times with 5 goals and 3 assists. If we look at his milestones to see what he's achieved, in terms of competitions, they were runners-up in the All-Star game in 34. Columbus won the MLS Supporters Shield and the US Cup. He also was a League Cup winner with Columbus Crew. And then in terms of Uruguay, Cotton Bowl, Sub-Americano, Sub-20 runners-up, FIFA Under-20 World Cup winner and Pan American Games runner-up. In terms of awards for himself, named in MLS Team of the Match Day, named in Seasonal Best 11, MLS Player of the Match Day presented by Continental Tires for August. Then he has Seasonal Best 11s, he has MLS Team of the Match Day Awards, Individual Fair Play runner-up for Columbus, Landon Donovan Most Valuable Player in 2034. He was shortlisted for that trophy also, and he was named in terms of Santos for the Brazilian First Division Team of the Week and Seasonal Best 11 for Santos. So he made a name for himself, certainly at club level, couldn't really break it in terms of internationals, but he has turned out to be a fantastic player and a bit of a hidden gem who develops nicely, and you're going to get the best years out of him if you can get him earlier on in the game and develop him yourself. Right then, if you've enjoyed this video, firstly, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. There is plenty of this content still to come. With FM24 now being released, there will be lots and lots of content coming to the channel. Before you go, don't forget to check out the rest of the channel. There are already Let's Plays, hints, tips, tutorials, Wonder Kids, a little bit of something for everybody on the channel. But for this one, thank you for watching. I'll see you on another video very soon.